Hey Leo, this reading today is for all of my single Leos out there, and we're going to see what could be coming towards you this week when it comes to love. So this is for Leo Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, but I do like to remind you, general reading may or may not resonate. You're always welcome to take what works and leave the rest. Okay, my single lions, let's jump in and let's see what could be coming towards Leo. First message coming out for this week, we have got the Eight of Swords. Okay. So that's definitely some heavier energy, and ultimately, Leo, this is a card that tends to come up when we have fears and we have self-doubt. So already I'm kind of getting the impression here that maybe some of you are feeling a little bit bummed out about your love life. What I'm getting here is like negative thinking. It's never going to happen for me. I'm never going to meet my person. I'm going to be alone forever. You know, when we can kind of get into those anxiety spirals. So I feel like there might be an opportunity for you this week, Leo, to maybe identify the ways in which your fears are coming up in your mind and maybe finding a way to reframe those. So if you do have like, these negative thoughts coming up, which, I think we all have our anxieties and our fears that come up at points. How do you reframe it? Leave a comment, let me know. Like if you're thinking I'm gonna be alone forever, what could you change that into, right? What's a happier, more positive, optimistic way of looking at that? Instead of thinking I'm gonna be alone forever, you could change it to something like, I can't wait to meet the love of my life. I'm so excited and I know they're coming, something like that. So definitely feel free to share any of those positive affirmations that you might have in the comments. Tell me more about what could be coming toward my single Leos this week. Page of Wands, there you go, lovely. So Page of Wands is fellow fire energy, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. This is the energy of somebody coming in and flirting with you, okay? So I kind of feel like the tarot is saying, look, get out of your own head, Leo, get out of your own way, find a way to kind of detach from those fears and those anxieties, and look what happens when you do that. This is where you start to get approached. This is where you start to get this really beautiful energy coming in. Like I said, super, super flirty energy here with the Page of Wands, definitely giving the vibe that somebody's going to be approaching you and flirting with you this week. Tell me more, please, about what could be coming toward Leo. And then we've got the Empress. Wow. I kind of love this, you guys, because we're getting a little bit of a story here with the progression of the cards. So we start out first with like self-doubt, worrying if it's ever going to happen for you. Then we have somebody coming in, flirting with you, being excited about you, being attracted to you. And then we've got the Empress, which is honestly like a really, really beautiful card to show up in a love reading. So first of all, this is actually a card that I often associate with self-love. So it's definitely saying like, love yourself, nurture yourself this week, Leo. It's really important to just know your value, know your worth, don't settle for less, right? Now, the other thing is that to me, this kind of feels like a progression from the Page of Wands to the Empress here, because it's saying that there's potential here for this connection to be nurtured into something significant. Because I often see the Empress showing up in a relationship where there is commitment, there's stability. You can see here the Empress is pregnant, right? So for those of you who do want children, this could be an indication that this relationship has the potential to be long lasting. And this could definitely be somebody where you do see that potential for it to turn into something more. So that looks really, really beautiful. Here's what we're gonna do for the rest of the reading. Let's look more at this person and let's look more at you and let's see what's going on. So we will look at their overall energy this week, what they could be feeling, what actions they could be taking, and then I will look at the same thing for you. And yeah, we'll see where it takes us. So tell me about this person who's here for my single Leos. Love that. That's beautiful. That's what we want to see. First card coming out is the Fool, which honestly is a brand new beginning. It's basically like this person is coming in and they're like, Leo, can you please take a leap of faith? Can you I'm getting the message like leap into my arms. I don't know, you guys. But like basically they're saying, I want to pursue you. I want to be with you. Take this chance on me, Leo, and let's see where it can go. Tell me more, please, about this person's energy this week. The Sun, oh my goodness, you guys, look at that. This is your energy, by the way, so you could be dealing with another Leo, but here's the thing, you guys. The Sun is such a happy energy. It's love, it's blessings, it's gratitude. It's somebody who brings a lot of warmth and intimacy into your life. It's like a big warm hug, where someone just gives you this like snuggly, amazing hug and you just feel so safe and so good being in their arms. That's the kind of vibe that I'm getting here with these two cards. So we're definitely seeing some very loving and genuine energy coming through right away when we're looking at this person's energy, okay? Tell me more about this person's energy for this week, please. What did I pull? I like to do guessing games with you guys sometimes. What card did I just pull? Take a moment, tap into your Leo intuition. What do you think it is? You ready for the grand reveal? Ace of Cups. OMG. Okay. So this is really nice. I get giddy sometimes, you guys, when I do these readings, but I mean, this is just like the trifecta of love. Let's take a look, okay? This is beautiful energy. Ace of Cups is all about a brand new beginning. The Fool is about a brand new beginning. Like, this is what we want to see in a single Leo reading. We want to see this new energy. We want to see this love coming in. We want to see that emotional intimacy starting to develop. And all of that is being showcased here in your person's overall energy. This is really, really, really nice energy here, Leo, okay? So let's see what they could be feeling this week, please. Page of Swords. Very curious about you. Yeah, I definitely see somebody here approaching you, wanting to get to know you, wanting to connect with you. It's very cute. Tell me more about what they could be feeling. Ace of Pentacles, we will definitely take that too, you guys, okay? Look at that. I have pulled 5 cards for your person, and 3 of those cards have element of brand new beginning, okay? Leo, this is such strong energy for a new opportunity in love to come towards you this week. Keep your eyes open, my loves, because it is here. Now, the Ace of Pentacles tends to be somebody loyal, devoted, committed to us. That's the kind of feelings that they have for you. Tell me more about what they could be feeling. And then the Death card. Okay, so this is a card about huge transformations, an ending that leads to a new beginning. It's about things that come in and completely transform our lives. There is something significant here in how your person looks at you, Leo. It feels so transformative to them. It's kind of, not to sound, hokey, but it sounds, or it seems a little bit like that life-changing kind of love. It's like transforming through your love story is the message I'm getting. It's like when you meet somebody and both of you end up growing and developing and learning together and basically just like becoming even better versions of yourself through the connection, through the relationship, through the support that the two of you provide. And I really get that very emotionally transformative energy here. There could even be aspects of healing. We've talked about this before, Leo. Sometimes relationships can bring a really beautiful healing element. And I definitely see that here for your person. Could also be that they've recently wrapped up some sort of big cycle in their life as well. They're ready for the next thing, kind of like continuing with that theme of new energy. So what actions could they be taking for this week? 6 of Swords, yeah. There is something here in your person's energy to indicate that they've potentially gone through some sort of transition, some sort of change, maybe made some sort of big choice or decision within their life. It feels really positive. Like the message that I'm getting is that whatever's going on for them, it's been very clarifying, which is not a word that I use too often, but I'm really getting it in the context of your person's energy. Like they've clarified what they want. They know what they're looking for. And I feel like this pertains not just to love. I think this connects with all areas of their life. It's kind of like this person is really figuring out what's important to them right now, what they value, what they desire, and lining everything up to kind of, put themselves in a good place. What other actions could they be taking? The Hierophant, yes. Okay. So this is Taurus energy. It tends to indicate commitment, stability, somebody who wants to marry us. That's usually what shows up. So they're taking action toward commitment this week, right? This is not giving me the vibe of somebody who is looking for a casual hookup. I'm not getting that kind of energy, Leo. If that's what you're looking for, I feel like this person's looking for something more serious. So if you want serious, their energy seems to be more connected with that. I definitely think they're evaluating you from the perspective of like seeing something long-term, which also kind of fits with that Empress energy where I was like, this is something that I see the potential to be nurtured into a really beautiful relationship. What other actions could they be taking? The Star, beautiful. So we've got this Aquarius energy. The Star is about hope, healing, and optimism. And to me, it's like, I'm getting the sense that you're gonna feel really excited about them. Like, I feel they're coming in with this like really hopeful and optimistic energy. And it's like what I'm getting is that their excitement is going to be contagious. Like the way that they feel about you, the excitement that they feel about getting to know you is going to feel really good, first of all, because they're super into you. And then it's going to kind of like amp you up as well. So that looks really beautiful. Let's take a look at Leo's energy for this week, please. First card coming out is the 4 of Pentacles. Interesting, you guys. Okay, so 4 of Pentacles is a card of holding on tightly to something. sometimes it does indicate that we need to let something go because it's kind of blocking us. So to me, this might fit with the first card that we got, right? Remember how we had that Eight of Swords and I was like, this can be your fears, your anxieties getting up in your head, telling yourself stories like it's never gonna happen for me. And I feel like the Four of Pentacles is maybe showing up to say it's time to let that go, right? It's time to let go of anything that's no longer serving you so that it's not blocking you from receiving the love that's here. Tell me more about Leo's energy, Seven of Cups, yeah. Because if you're holding on to something from the past, I feel like it's creating some sort of emotional confusion right now. So it's interesting, Leo, because your energy is a little bit less clear based on the cards I've pulled so far. Your energy feels a little confused. Like I almost wonder even with the Seven of Cups, because this is a card of like choices, but it's also a card of illusion. I wonder if maybe what some of you are doing here is you're holding on to a past connection, right? And that's kind of muddying the waters because you've got somebody new here who's pursuing you, but I feel like your thoughts are very much with someone else. And so that might make things hard for you because instead of fully opening up and embracing the opportunity that's here, it kind of feels like you're still evaluating another option. I'm gonna say here, Leo, I don't know that that other option is actually healthy for you. Like I almost wonder if the tarot is inviting you to let that go because my sense here with these energy is that what you're holding on to about the past is an illusion. Because that's what the Seven of Cups is, right? Like the Seven of Cups is, to me, a little bit of that energy of like romanticizing the past, right? So I see this sometimes with people where they're like, I'm so in love with my ex, they were the best person ever. And it's like, okay, tell me about your ex. And they're like, oh, well, they did all these awful things, but like, I love them. And I'm like, that sounds like a romanticizing kind of energy. It's like you're looking back and you're remembering the good parts, but you're forgetting all the bad parts. This is totally normal, by the way. I think we all do this. Like, but I feel like you're being encouraged to like realistically look at this, whatever this other option is, whatever they are, whether it's past, current, whatever it is, whatever this other option is, I feel like there's a sense of illusion and romanticizing. And then you've got an opportunity here to connect with someone who's showing up from what I can see very open and genuine. But if you're like not sure what you want, it's going to be hard to entertain this energy, right? Tell me more about Leo's energy and then King of Cups. Okay. So I think that's really good. I mean, the King of Cups is connecting with our heart. So I kind of feel like the tarot is saying like, connect with your heart, Leo. Really think about what's going to make, the message I'm getting is like, make your heart smile. Okay. Think about what will truly make you feel fulfilled. If you're hung up on some other connection with somebody, like really ask yourself, do I feel emotionally safe with that other person? Do I feel like they're a good match? Or do I feel constantly anxious and insecure? I really get the message, and it's not for everybody. I know it's specific, you guys, but I feel like some of you are stuck on another person who is not giving you what you need emotionally and like not giving you the time of day. But I just keep getting the message, stop romanticizing that. Stop romanticizing the person who doesn't show up for you. Stop romanticizing the person who doesn't choose you. Don't just remember the good times, remember all the times so that you can have a realistic assessment. Because I just feel like there's someone really lovely here, but it is hard to let in new love if we're hung up on something else, right? I mean, you do you, the choice is yours, but I feel like you're hung up on someone, and my sense here is just, I don't know, if they're not choosing you, don't choose them, Leo. Choose someone who actually chooses you back, right? It's my little pep talk for today. Let's see what Leo could be feeling. Eight of Wands. Okay, that's good. I'm hoping this indicates that you're ready to like charge forward. Eight of Wands is very quick moving energy. Tell me more, please. Three of Wands. Yeah, this is good, you guys. So emotionally, it looks like maybe you're starting to realize it is time to move forward. With the Three of Wands, it's time to start thinking about your future and what's truly going to make you happy. I do feel like maybe you're going to start to detach from something this week and be like, yeah, why have I been holding on to that? Because like that person's not great for me. So let's stop doing that. Tell me more, please, about what Leo could be feeling. The High Priestess. Trust your gut, right? I say this a lot to folks, you know, trust your gut. What is your intuition telling you? Really just kind of connect in. If someone, you know, if it feels good with somebody, like pursue it. But if there's red flags, don't ignore that, right? And so we're getting a bit of an energy for you specifically this week. To me, that's like an honest assessment, right? Like, don't see just what you want to see with potential romantic partners. See what the reality is, and then move towards the person who feels safe, who feels open, who feels nurturing. Move towards that kind of energy. I keep getting the message, don't choose someone who doesn't choose you back. You can let me know if that connects. Tell me what actions Leo could be taking this week, please. The devil. You know what that is. Cutting out the toxic bullshit. Okay, guys? It's taking action to realize what could be toxic in your life and taking steps to move away from it. So take that if and how it connects. I think it probably connects to you holding on to someone who doesn't deserve you. That's my opinion, kind of based on what I see in the tarot. You know, could be something else, could be bad habits, whatever it is. But I feel like there's a recognition here that there is something that's been toxic, and it's like, why? Why am I going to hold on to that? Because you've got this person. Remember, we looked at this lovely energy coming towards you, but it feels like maybe you're going to have to release something toxic to really be open to the possibilities here. What other actions could Leo be taking, please? Six of Pentacles, good. Bringing things into balance. You know what this is? Okay. It's a card of balance and reciprocity. Do you know how I literally keep saying, like, don't choose someone who doesn't choose you? That's what this card says, right? Don't choose someone who's giving you breadcrumbs. Don't choose someone where you've created this idea in your head about them, but the reality is they don't show up for you. I think, like, let me know if this resonates, you guys, because this seems like such a big message I'm getting today. Again, recognizing not everyone will resonate, but I just feel like some of you have really been giving your big, beautiful Leo heart to someone who doesn't deserve it. And it's like, look for balance. Look for someone who's reciprocating. You know, sometimes it's easy, I think, to be intrigued by the person who isn't giving us love because it's like, oh, it's mysterious. But it's like, it's actually not mysterious. It's just that they're not showing up as a good partner who seems like they want us. You know what I mean? Like, to me, it's not sexy when somebody doesn't choose me. Like, why would you want that, right? And so I feel like you're really being encouraged to invest in people who are investing back in you, which is what we saw with the person whose energy is here this week. But like I said, you might have to let go of someone who you've been thinking about. And I just feel like that person has not been showing up. So the tarot's like, you want to hold on to that, Leo? You want to let it go? Okay, what is this? Okay, perfect. So then the final card showing up for you is Judgment. This is a card about getting clear about what you want. I often talk about how the Judgment card is acting in alignment with our higher purpose and our higher goals. It's about moving towards somebody where there's actually that compatibility and we want the same things. I do feel like the universe is like trying to bring that in for you this week, Leo. But the big like overall message now that we've gone through the reading is like, yeah, love can come knocking at your door, but you need to open the door. And that's what I think is happening. It's like, there is someone here in the energy this week who wants to pursue you. But if you're hung up on somebody else, you know, you might not even hear them knocking, right? You might not even recognize the opportunity. And I say that to folks too, you know, it's this interesting thing where, you know, people will talk to me a lot about how they feel blocked in love. And then they'll talk to me about like, you know, I really want this other person. I want this, you know, this ex or this, you know, person that I'm interested in. And it's like, but what if you let go of that attachment? You might actually start to see the opportunities that are here, different opportunities, but better opportunities potentially, right? So I feel like there's a really cool message for you guys that's like, look, we all have our shit. We all have our anxieties, our fears, our things that block us. That's human. But sometimes the best thing we can do is let go of our attachment to something that's not right, because then it ultimately creates space for somebody who is right to come in. That's what I see for you guys this week. So I'm going to leave it there for you, Leo. If you enjoyed this reading, you know what to do. Give me a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button and notification bell. And of course, I wish you love and happiness always, and we'll talk soon. Bye, guys.